Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I am going to be showing you guys how I make my own boho braids or goddess braids. So I'm going to be using this hair. It's an expression extension. It's in the color 30 and it is 20 inches long. So it's already pre-stretched, this hair. I think this is how they come these days. I don't think they come in the forms where you have to cut and stretch. So I'm going to be using 2 packs of this hair, and for the coily bit I'm going to be using this hair. It's a synthetic hair. It says boho beach coils. This is a 22 inch. Oh, I think that hair is a 22 inch. This is a 22 inch coily hair, and I'm going to be adding this hair to my braids. Also, I've got 2 packs of this hair, but I do not believe that I will be using all of them. So yeah, that's that for the hair. And for the products I'm going to be using on my hair today, I'm going to be using this braiding gel. It's from African Pride. It's a black castor miracle lock and twist gel. I'm also going to be using satin mousse at the end of my braid to set my braids. So I'm going to be using this as well. So, and of course, I've got my rat tail comb here and a wide tooth comb. I washed my hair yesterday and I just put them in these braids so they can stretch because I don't want to use a blow dryer on my hair. So now that I've told you what I will be using on my hair, let's get started. Oh, I also forgot you need clips to hold your hair. It just makes the process easier and keeps hair out of the way. And the most important bit for entertainment, I've got my tablet here, you know, because it's going to be a long process. I don't want to sit here just staring at myself in the mirror. So I might as well watch a movie or 2 or a whole season of a series whilst I make my hair. All right, let's dig in. So normally I would section my hair, but I don't think I'm going to do that today, but we will see. I'm just taking down these braids, and once I'm done, I will decide if I'm going to section my hair or not. Just combing my hair now with my brush, just makes things easier using a brush. I will also use the wide tooth comb to comb the hair out. So now I've combed my hair. I am going to pre-section just to make my life a bit easier. I'm going to do it this way. Split my hair in half, like so. So split it in half and make sure the line is straight. Then I'll start sectioning. Once I've managed to get my hair separated into 2 sections, then the next thing I'm going to do is start sectioning line by line by line until I get to the top of my head. So I'm just going to start. I'll show you the back and then I'll just carry on doing it. Let's start from there. Making the hair is not going to be too small and it's not going to be too big, so medium sized. This first line at the back is going to have about 4 to 5 braids. I'll say 4 braids. Once I have straightened this line, I'll just put it in like a small braid. And then I'll carry on with the rest of my head until I get to the top. This way, it doesn't really take as much time to section when I start braiding. I do this most times when I braid my hair, just to make the whole process easier and bearable. Because it's not really easy making your own hair, and you know, sectioning is usually the most difficult part, because you want the hair to turn out nice. You do your best to section it properly. So I've sectioned the first line here. I'm just going to do that. Twist it up. And then I will do the rest of my head off camera. Right, so I'm going to try my best to keep the size, the length the same all the way to the top. Okay, I'm nearly halfway through, and this part of my head is a bit tricky because from this point on I have to start curving the sections that way. So making the hair line, drawing a curve basically around my head. So I just wanted to show you how I do this part, like the top half of my head. I'm going to start from this side. And this part of my head is, I'll say is, what's the word? Is it asymmetrical? It's not just not equal. I got some more hair on my left, on the left side of my head than the right side of my head. So it makes it quite tricky doing this on my head, making the line curve. So I've just started there and then I'm just going to follow it all the way around like so. Just making sure I keep everything as equal as possible, like that. So just taking it around the head, like so. Yeah. And then bringing it around this way. Like that. And then once I've gotten the first curve, then I'll start adding and removing hair, you know, just to make it more even. So that's what I'm going to do now. Making sure it's not too thin or too thick. Yeah, I just wanted to show you this bit and how I do it. So I just start curving round and I'll just follow it all the way to the top, to this point. Oh, and one way to check for thickness or thinness is by parting the hair. So you can see how thick or thin it is. That's how I do mine. Just that's how I achieve equality with the section. I look incredible. I'm in this biggest coat from that thrift shop down the road. Ella, haven't you had an ice cream today already? Okay, so I've sectioned that curve, as you can see. So yeah, I'm going to do the next line and the next line. So I've curved it. This is the hardest bit when sectioning your hair, because once you've done this, then you can just follow it round and round and round. So done. I'm at the top of my head now. This has taken me 30 minutes so far. I'm just going to do the top now. See how far I've sectioned. So we're going to do the top. For the top, I am going to do it in lines as opposed to round. I can still do it round, but I just find that doing it in straight lines on each side works. For me, it's easier. My half part has covered up a bit, so I'm just going to make that a bit neater, and then I will start doing the line section. So this is going to have about 3 lines. 1, 2, 3, 3 lines. So like I said, I've got more hair on the left side of my head than on the right side of my head, and I've noticed that with my girls as well. Right, so that's the hair all sectioned. This has taken me about 45 minutes to do. I'm going to start braiding now. So this is the hardest part for me. Sectioning is the hardest part. So now that this is done, braiding is going to be a breeze, she says, hopefully. All right, let's do this. Well, I haven't started. I've only just sectioned it. Oh yeah, people do section. Yeah, so I've sectioned it to make it easy for me. Okay, so to start off, I have loosened the first section here. I'm going to brush it. And then make a smaller section here. So like I said, this back bit is going to contain 4 braids. So make a smaller section here. So that's going to be my first braid. Right. Unfortunately, I should really invest in the hair rack thing, you know, where you can put the hair in sections and just pick it out. But I don't have one. So I am going to be doing it the hard way, step one by one. So for each braid, I'll take out the hair and section it, separate it rather, spread it out and just pick it as I need. This is what the curly hair looks like out of the packaging. This is the braid hair. So because I don't want the hair too thick, I'm going to use this size to start. So I'm going to be only adding 2 strips to my knotless braids. I'm going to use that to start, and then this would be the second bit. This is my first section, my first braid. My first braids are not usually great. I don't know why, but yeah. So I'm going to add some braiding gel to that section, and then braid. So obviously I'm making a knotless twist, so I'm starting with my hair, no extension. Then I'll feed in the first extension now. There. And then feed in the second one. I haven't done knotless braids for some time, so it's a bit rusty. Yeah. Then I will feed in the curly hair. God, hair's already getting tangled. Oh dear. Right, so I am going to bring my hair this way so I can grab the coily hair, if I can find it, and pull it out. I'm just going to grab the coily hair now and pull it out. And then carry on braiding. And then add the next bit of coily hair. This is why I need that rack thing. Add the next bit of coily hair and then braid for a bit, and then grab the coily hair out there, and then braid down. So I'm going to do it like this throughout my head. Fun. Right, like that. I've got some coily hair here. I'm going to grab that as well and put it there and just keep braiding. This is not as seamless as I expected because the hair is, I don't know what's going on with the hair. And this is the first time actually that I'm ever making boho braids on my head. I've made it on my doll's hair, but I've never made it for myself. So like I said, the first braid is usually the learning braid. And then as we move along, you get a handle of it and it gets easier. So I'm just going to braid this down now. Braid it down all the way down. And I'm a bit worried about this curly hair. I think it's going to tangle a lot as the hair gets older, because even braiding with it now is really tangling. So I know that there's going to be lots of tangles as the hair gets older. But hey, it is what it is. I have to work with it to try and make sure that it doesn't tangle too much as time goes on. So there we go. My first braid, according to the timer on the camera, it says this has taken 10 minutes. 10 long minutes to braid. So we'll see how it goes. I know I'll get faster. This is just the first one. First one is usually iffy. And once I get a hang of it and I know what exactly I'm doing, then it will get quicker, it will get better. So there it is, the first braid. Again, see, there's a tangle here already. Yeah. Is it me, or has the hair just become loose? The coils become loose. So there it is. So I'm gonna braid off camera and I will update you as I go along. Okay, I just decided to show you again. Right, so this is the second braid. Let's hope this one works better. Right, so again, starting off with my hair, no extension. Again, my long nails are getting in the way. It's making the braiding process a bit more difficult because the tips of my nails keep grabbing hair that it's not supposed to grab. It's a pain in the bum. Oh, this is loose. And the hair here is quite thin, so it hasn't grabbed properly. So I'm gonna do it again. 1, 2, 3, 4, up and feed over the ear and grab that hair and braid. 1, 2, grab. So guys, I was struggling with the full length of this hair, so what I've done is I've cut it in half, and I tell you that has made things so much easier for me. So what I'm going to do now is I've braided 3 sections of the first line, so I'm going to braid the last one now. The hair here is quite short, so it's going to be a bit tricky. Well, I will do my bestest to grab it. braid. Braiding the second one. Separate. And braid. In the last one. So I'm putting in 3 strands of the coily hair. In the last one. Separate. It's under the foot. And braid. Just braid it. My battery's low. Okay, so that is the first line done. And I will carry on off camera, but I will pop back in at maybe every 3 lines to update you. Obviously, I'm not going to finish the hair today. It's not possible because I got other stuff to do. But yeah, this is the hardest bit, the first line, and it's done. It's quite late now. I'm just going to do this last hair on this line and then I will go to bed and carry on tomorrow. So this is how far I've gotten with the hair so far. It's a slow, tedious process, and I think the curly hair bit is making it more difficult. I'm really tired now, so I'm just going to braid this last hair and then I will go to bed. It's taking me a total of 7 minutes to do this one braid. I'm going to stop here for tonight because I am terribly tired, and I will carry on at some point tomorrow. One final look at the hair. I'm back again to carry on with this hair. So I'm going to start off now on this line. Hopefully we can make a bit of progress today. This side of my hair, front of my hair, is very tricky because it is thin. It may take a bit more time than the thicker part of my hair. This is it so far. I don't know, it's going quite slowly. I'm usually faster than this, but I suppose because I'm doing this on myself for the first time, it's a bit slower than normal. This is the hair so far. So I'm just about to make the last one on this line. Whew, it's been one heck of a day. This braid took 4 minutes. The longer I braid, the less time it takes because my brain to hand coordination has clicked basically. So when I first started off, it took a longer time to make one braid. So my first braid took about 10 minutes because I was still trying to work out my brain to hand coordination. And now that I've been braiding for a bit, it's faster. So this one has taken about 5 minutes to get to the very tip. I'm going to take a break now because I am hungry. I haven't eaten, and I will carry on braiding later. So this is where we are at the moment. It's not turned out badly. I'm starting to fall in love with them a bit. So this is what the back looks like at the moment. So it's not too bad. One last 12 for the camera, and there we go. All right, be right back. Right, so I'm back again, and I am starting off on this next line. Once I'm done with this line, I will go to bed. So far, I have been stopping and starting. So yesterday I braided for about 3 hours, and then I went to bed, and today I've braided for about, give or take, 4 hours. So that's 7 hours in total. So we'll see how long this takes. Obviously, it's taking longer because, first of all, I've never done boho braids on myself, and I'm also recording. That takes time as well. I'll get in here and I will show you finish line when I'm done. On the last hair now for this line. So once I've done this one, then I will be going to bed. Right, because my hair is very thin at the front, obviously making a knotless braids is quite difficult. So this is what I do. I wrap the hair around my hair. So I wrap the extension around my hair and then I braid like this. So I'm able to grab it and it's firm as well. And then I add the second bit of hair like this. Don't know if you saw that. And then I just braid down. It holds the hair firmly. This hair has really challenged me. But hey, we keep moving. So there. So that's that line done. So taking this line has taken over 2 hours. I know. The hair is long. Sometimes when I try to fit in the hair, it wouldn't go in properly. This is the result so far. Quite long. Right, so I shall tidy up and then go to sleep. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Back again, and I'm now gonna make the front part of the hair. As you remember, yesterday I went to bed pretty late, and obviously today I've had a few bits and bobs to do. But yeah, I'm gonna sit and braid as much as I can. finally going to make my last braid. God, this hair has really tested my patience. It's taking so long, and I know the reason why is because of the length of the hair. I didn't intend for it to be this long. I bought the extension and I thought, oh, it's not going to be that long, but it is very long. It is waist length. So the length, the style, knotless braids, although it's not so knotless because I had to wing it with the front of my hair, given that I have very thin hair on my hairline. And then also with the feeding of the curly braids. Yeah, it has been quite the experience. Now, if I were to do this differently next time, I will go for a shorter extension. I will use a tighter coil. Although this is not too bad, but the tangling is real. Tighter coily hair. And what else? I'll make more time because I have only been braiding mostly during the night. Obviously, I have work and kids and a house to run. So yeah, I'm gonna make the last braid now. Thank God. And I will be done. Woohoo! I am done. Oh my goodness. I mean, it's not perfect. Well, for something I did myself, 10 over 10. 10 over 10. It's the best of hair. So what I'm going to do tomorrow, because this girl's got to go to bed, is keep it in hot water. Now, the way I'm going to do it so I don't lose the coils is I will try my best to separate the curly bit from the braids and then dip the braids in hot water. Oh dear God, it's already tangling. Oh, I'm gonna have fun with this hair. Right, so guys, that's it done. That's the finished product. Yeah. See how long it is. It's very long. I am going to call it a night. That's the end of this drama. Tomorrow we'll put it in hot water and we'll rock the hair for as long as we can before we take it down. Right. Thank you for watching. Bye. So I'm about to put my hair in hot water. What I am going to do is I'm going to put them in 4 sections. Okay, and then I will first of all separate the coils from the braids, because these coils, I know if they go into hot water, that'll be the end. They won't come out coily, so you probably have to like use a wand or something to curl them back up. So I'm going to do this in 4 sections, and then I will tip up to this point into hot water, and then we'll see about the other side. So I'm just going to do that now. So very quickly, this is what I'm doing. So I've separated the curly hair from the braids. So I'm going to dip this part of the braids in the hot water first, then I'll fold the hair and dip this side. That way you will still maintain some of the curls, because obviously the part that goes into the hot water will most likely lose its curls, but the tip, which is obviously the beauty of the hair, will still remain intact. So I'm just going to do that now. So this part has been done, all dipped in hot water. So I'm just left with this bit now. Just going to do it. So I'm going to separate the curls from the braids and then dip it. So I'll just show you quickly how I'm doing it. So separating the braids and then put it. Okay, so that's it, all dipped in water, in hot water. So that's what the hair is looking like this. And I think I have done a spectacular job. I mean, I did this myself. I am going to sing my praise because look at this. Look at this hair. Just look at that. Look at that hair. I just saved myself £100. I saved myself £100, but gave myself £100 of headache. But yeah, I think the hair is lovely. I'm loving it, so I'm happy. So yeah, so feel free to try making your own boho braids, and let me know down in the comment section if you will attempt this or if this is a step too far for you. But yeah, this is the final result of my 3-night hair braiding marathon. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye. I forgot about this, so I'm going to add this shine and jam to my hair now. Just to set the hair. Why is this a bit watery? I'll let it air dry, because I know some people like to blow dry, but I'll let my one air dry. So yeah. Hey girl, hey. I'm so happy. It's a bit too long, but it's fine. It will do. Yay. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching my video.